The grit, determination and raw power of the military's strongest men and women. They've come from across the armed forces, but this isn't about how fast or how far you can run. This is about muscle, pure strength. This strong man and woman competition is the first of its kind across defence. And while the competitors are putting everything they've got into the various contests, there is one big snag. Strongman isn't officially recognised as a military sport. That means no formal funding, no structured support, and none of the resources available to other military athletes.
Strongman bears a higher risk, so the mitigations that need to be put in place to gain recognition, I am completely familiar with, and until we meet that criteria, I can understand why defence doesn't make us a recognised sport. With that being said, I think we are now doing the right things in terms of governance, safety, risk, and the development of a national governing body to be able to meet the criteria.
We found out a few weeks ago that darts has now become an official sport, so we're just thinking, well, if darts can become an official sport, then why can't strongman and woman? So obviously the Forces push for British Army Warrior Fitness at the minute, which is a really good sport to get into. They're now starting to look at the high rock stuff. So us lot here that compete in strongman, we're just like, well, this is also very functional. This is a great sport. It shows off the strength of the individuals. Why can't it be made official?
Typically the super yoke is something that will sit across the base of the neck and is hugged by the shoulders. And as I come underneath, quite simply, I will just stand up. Once I'm in this position, the key thing is keeping that core really nice and tight and taking some really baby steps. So I'll start by taking some very small steps, and as I work through the motion, I will start shifting through the gears until I'm almost running. And when I get to the end, that's me finished.
But what does it take to prepare for something like this?
I'm a combat instructor at the Defence School of Transport, and in between courses and in the evenings, that's when I mainly be training, and over the weekend. So I've got my day-to-day job of being a combat instructor, and then when I've got my free time in the evenings or sports afternoons, I'll try and get away and do a bit of training for Forces Strongman.
Try and train 3 times a week in the gym, but unfortunately because the regiment is very, very busy at the minute, I've kind of got like 2 weeks away, then I'm back for a week or 2 weeks, then I'm away for 2 weeks, so it's kind of, I can train as and when I can, really.
It's a really good community, and everyone's here to sort of push you forward to get that next personal best. And it doesn't matter if you're not the strongest, everyone supports you to do the best that you can, which I think is really good.
One competitor is still in Phase 2 training, yet to even join his unit.
So I'm pretty new to it. I've only done, this is my second competition, but the 2 competitions I've been to both seem like it's about encouraging the sport, growing the sport. Bit of pressure, it's a bit different to being in the gym, but the atmosphere of everyone watching is really positive. Like you saw, myself and Nath were competing to win that event there, but we're both encouraging each other and shouting each other on, so it's all good sport.
Lending her support to those taking part, England's strongest woman, Katie Smith.
I think it's fantastic that the sport is growing and that all the guys here are getting involved. There's like mixed abilities, but the great thing is that none of them are giving up. They've got that tenacity and they've just got that determination to keep going, and it's great to see.
I think we have a really strong case to become recognised by the end of 2025.
So is that an aim, or is it actually more than an aim? Are you quite confident that actually those plans are in place?
I am quite confident now that the plans are in place to be able to gain recognition, but it is ultimately an aspiration because it's up to the UK Armed Forces Sports Board, not myself.
Sure, there have to be winners, and one of them is Phase 2 recruit Josh. But speak to anyone here, and they'll all say the same. Strongman is never about winning. Instead, what really matters is community, pride, and pushing your limits. James Wharton, BFBS Forces News, Gaza Barracks. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.